Hello everybody, hope you all had a fantastic weekend. I'm so excited, only 5 more days until the holidays. So today I'm going to read you one of my all-time favorite Christmas books, and it's not one that most people know. And it is called Mooseltoe, and it is really cute. And I also chose it because moose starts with our letter of the week, which is M. And M makes the sound like moose and Mary and mistletoe. So let's check out what Moose is doing in this story. Mooseltoe. Just gonna turn you a little bit there. There we go. 'Twas the season, and Moose was merry. He joyfully tickled the ivories with a tune full of tidings and a flurry of fa-la-la-las. The ivories are the keys on the piano. He was so full of ho, ho, ho. Even his moustache had the holiday spirit. Now look at Moose's moustache. It is very, very large. But Moose was more than just merry and bright. He was busy, busy, busy. There was a lot to be done on his list of to-dos. But with orderly organization, a bit of regiment, and a lot of imagination, and just plain old Moose know-how, getting ready for the big day should have been simple. Yes, probably. Just perfectly perfect. So he's getting ready for Christmas, and he has lots of things to do. That's a long list. My, oh my. He wasted not 1 minute. Moose got moving and put some hustle into the holiday bustle. He went to work. He wrote cards and letters till his hooves hurt. Check. His hooves are his hands. He shopped till he dropped. Check. And he really did drop. Check it out. Oh my goodness. He hauled some boxes and bags and presents galore. Moose had gifts for everyone, stacked from the ceiling to floor. Check, check, check. Then he wrapped yo, yo, yo and ribboned ho, ho, ho. And on each and every present, he tied a big, beautiful bow. Check and double check. So far, so simple, so easy, so perfectly perfect. Another look at the list, and Moose headed for the kitchen. He pulled out the pots and pans and bowls, sifted through sacks and racks of cookbooks. He whisked with his left, spooned with his right. Moose had tons of tins of cookies. Check. Dozens of cakes, breads, sweets. Check, check, check. He made jellies, sticky jams. Moose roasted a goose and some chestnuts. He toasted marshmallows and yams. Check, 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 triple check. Yes, yes, so simple, so easy, but of course, so perfectly perfect. He is doing such a fantastic job giving everything up. I'm not sure how he does everything with that great big mustache, or moustache as he says. I wouldn't be able to move. Decorations were up next on his list. Oh, that's a good one. So Moose decked the halls and spruced up the walls. He beaded, bowed, and mooseltoed. He gathered garlands, wrote wreaths, and holly jingled bells, sang noels. Oh, good golly, this Moose was jolly. Check, 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 check. He checked all those things off of his list. Last but not least, he hung all the stockings, each and every one with special care. And just in time too. Soon Santa would be there. Check and final check. Yes sirree, getting ready for Christmas was an absolute snap. And so simple, so easy, and if he did say so himself, Moose thought, totally and completely, perfectly perfect. On that night before Christmas, Mother, little sister Bucky, and Junior looked all through the house. What a job Moose had done. Everything looked beautiful, festive, quite fine indeed. But there was just one minor problem. If you will, what's the problem? What is missing? They don't have a tree. Moose forgot the tree. Oh dear, sighed the missus as the five stared at one empty corner. Oh my, oh me, oh gee. Pop, what happened? Cried Junior. He forgot the tree. Oops. Where would they hang the tinsel? Where would they string the popcorn and light the lights? Where would Santa leave the gifts for the kiddies on Christmas Eve? So Moose put on his boots and put on his hat, and he went out to find a tree somewhere. He's really looking for one. Let's cross our fingers and hope he gets one. Moose first hoofed it downtown corner, but not a tree to be had. Then he slid around the block. Uh-oh, things were looking bad. He went down every street. He looked down lanes and alleys. Every tree had been sold. There wasn't a branch, a twig, nope, not a nothing, not a tree to be found. No tree, sighed a sad Moose as he came home empty-handed that snowy eve. What are they going to do? The kids tried to make the best of it. They said, oh, so who needs a tree? But Moose could plainly see they were short on glee. He knew he had to do something, and that's just what he did. In an empty corner he stood and spread his arms out very wide. Then he smiled at his children and he winked at his bride. Kids, he declared, fetch your forgetful pop some of his tried and true family glue. So look at, they're putting some glue into his mustache, and wait until you see what he does. You just wait. So back the kids came carrying a big pot of glue, and without a word to everyone, they all knew what to do. They took each part, grabbing strands, taking hold, then carefully, oh so carefully, they plopped and they pasted and they pressed. They curled and twirled every which way until Moose's magnificent mustache was indeed even more of a marvel to see. Moose was just a few needles shy of being an evergreen tree. Look at what he did. He had his mustache become the Christmas tree. He stood there and let them do that and decorate him. Isn't that special? They hung balls that were shiny and bells that twinkled, candy canes, berries, and plums, sugar sprinkled. Then they all stood back. Junior plugged in his pop. Ooh, ah. Yes, Moose truly was one incredible sight. He was glorious and glowing, and boy, oh boy, was he ever bright. Only he would be able to do that with his big mustache. Then Junior placed the star on top of Moose's head. He gave him a kiss and a pat, and they all headed off to bed. Except Moose, of course. He stayed in the corner instead, still twinkling and blinking and waiting for Santa. Oh, so it wasn't so simple. And it wasn't exactly. And okay, it wasn't perfectly perfect. But you know what? I wonder what. It was pretty close. And then if you look, it says, ho, ho, ho. And you see some eyeballs. Moose's eyeballs, and I wonder whose eyeballs those are.